Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to Minecraft. As you can see, there's a lovely new world around here. I did this on a program called World Painter, which, if you want me to, I can show you what it is, how it works and all that, and I can probably put it in the description if I make the video. So this is a metal area. It looks pretty weird, to be honest. It looks very bloody weird. Don't really blame you if you do think it looks weird, because it does. That's probably the biggest build I've ever done. I don't do a lot of building. But yeah, I am here to obviously do a mod called Tinker's Construct, which I enjoy very much. I love Tinker's Construct. It's really one of my top mods ever. With dimensional doors and thermal expansion. So pretty much I just kind of generated a floor lava because I thought it'd be cool. It does have an entrance. I know this is kind of getting the point of what I'm actually doing, but I'm just going to quickly go through it. There's nothing actually too fancy about it. Yeah, lots of lava. Because I'm doing sort of crafting mode, as you can see. Don't mind the ladders, they're more of a mental note for me. So you're probably wondering what Tinker's Construct is. Well, it is a mod which kind of elaborates on the whole tool making process. Instead of just making tools, instead of just getting a couple of pieces of wood and stuff and making tools and that, it goes into more in depth. So that's that. So first, when you generate a world with when you have Tinker's Construct, you'll get a book called Materials and You by Skylar. Now for this one, you need some wood, and as you see, I've already prepared all this stuff. There's some stuff new there. So let's go up. Let's just close that for now. So come over here. So I'm just going to go into survival. That's right. I don't know. Game mode. Okay. So you see this book, it'll tell you how to get started. So we have game start and recipes. There's a little bit, but we need blank patterns for when starting. So pretty much just get some sticks. I haven't actually planned out exactly how much you need, but make a good bunch. It doesn't take a lot to start. You can do this quite easily. So we need this, and then we can build all these different types of tables. As you saw next, we have a stencil table, you have a part crafter, you have a pattern chest, you have a tool station, and then a tool fortress for later. So let me just get back to what I was doing. So we only need 2 crafting tables actually. So I need one for the tool station. As you see, when you craft one of the new things, it gives you a second block. We'll look into that soon. And then we also need the stencil table. Yes, we need a stencil table. So we got tool station, stencil table. We then need an oak. And we just need a log, which makes a part builder. And the reason I need 2 of these, and also if you put in the crafting table, you get a crafting station, which is pretty much like it's pretty much just like a normal workbench, except when you do this, you can go, oh yeah, blah blah blah, whatever you want to do with that, you can leave it in there. It stays in, so if you forget an ingredient, you can come back to it. And we'll just place the rest down. But no, I need this because we need it as a pattern chest, which I actually forgot to actually make a space for. I'll just put it behind it. Which goes in this, yes, goes in this one. If that is adjacent to it in their direction, it will create a little inventory which you can access. Now with stencils, that's the tool station. Wrong one. There you go. You can make different types of things you need to make certain tools and stuff. So we're going to make a pickaxe because that's obviously was first agenda. Put it in here. So we have all these different ones, and you can make it out of wood if you really want to. You can get wood, and it makes a wooden pickaxe head. But we're going to do stone, which I think I have down under here. Let's check. Ow! Oh, that's right. I do not have stone. As I said, I didn't know if I actually had all the stuff with me, but I apparently don't. And there's no way to get out other than so that. Let's go get some cobblestone. Yep, cobblestone. That's always good. So pretty much you get. So on each one it says material cost, which obviously this is as much as you need to craft. You need 1 block to craft, or one item of it to craft the piece. There you go, we got that one. And then the tool drawer costs 0.5, so you get this thing called stone shard. It took me a while to actually click on to exactly what stone shards were. But what you get is if you have another thing that costs half, you get the stone shard, and you can make things that cost one less. So half. So in the tool station, you see pickaxe, you choose pickaxe, and you can simply just put the pieces in and you have that. And so let's name it, let's call it miner, and it's named, so it doesn't cost any enchantment levels or anything. So, hang on, can we get a broken one? We can't get a broken one. Okay, well, pretty much what happens when you do use this, let's just, I have some stone here, so we'll just, and see, it took some damage, so we go back to the tool station, put that in here, put the material that's made out of, like the main material that the top is made out of, the head, which is now the pickaxe head, and it will repair it. It's not one use per cobblestone, it's something like 64 per cobblestone, I think. Something like that. It's quite a big amount considering it's just cobblestone. I don't know if I'm in peaceful or not, let me just check. Yeah. And so that's just the beginning. So obviously you can make it, we'll get into how to make iron ones, and obviously ones beyond that, when we get back. Because obviously you don't just use these, you use something else, and I'll show you a neat little trick you can do with the bindings if you mix and match your, because what you can do in this, you can mix and match your parts. So obviously you get special bonuses over having to have the entire pickaxe made out of the same material. We'll get back to that later, because that's a lot of fun, and I can see the modifiers which you get. You get modifiers, it shows all the materials you can make and all the tools you can make and what you need. So we can get back into that later. Sorry for a very short video, but my internet's getting pretty thin, really. It takes a lot of internet, I found out, to upload videos. So, ooh, there's a cow. Hey, cow. 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 Yeah, I may as well can't get out. Which is ridiculous, really, to be honest. There's a creeper up here sometime soon. I will probably die, to be honest. But, I want to see if I see the cow. Let's quickly just... It's completely off the point. I want to go see the cow. Let's say, it looks pretty ridiculous, looks stupid as hell, but I quite like it. Sorry, I'm just petting the cow, I'm sorry. Cow, don't run away! I love you, cow! I love you long time!